everyone, welcome to another exciting commentary podcast. I'm Captain Logan.
And I'm Steve Baxey.
Today, Steve and I remain completely unprepared as we get ready to delve into Sharknado 2, the second one. And just as we did with the first Sharknado film, Steve and I have done no research. We've not watched the film. We know nothing about it except for the fact that it is a sequel and that it is an hour and 30 minutes long, Steve. And I'm looking at the blurb right now. And the blurb is, a freak weather system turns its fury on New York City, unleashing a deadly Sharknado on the Big Apple, so we're in New York naturally, and Finn and April are back to save the day. So we know we got Finn again.
Sweet, they need to play that joke up.
Because you were uncertain as to whether or not we would get Finn again, and that needed to happen because that joke is hilarious.
It is, and I mean, his character arc wasn't resolved last time. I feel like he has a lot more depth we can explore here.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But I feel like the sharks do too.
Yeah, same with the sharks. I'm glad they're returning, and it is still a tornado and not a hurricane.
So once again, just so everybody knows what we're doing, Steve and I are doing a blind commentary. We're going to react to this movie as we watch it. We will be talking through quite a bit of it, but unlike when we do a commentary on a thing we actually know something about, there will probably be some gaps here and there as we're paying attention to what we're watching. If you've never watched one of these before, make sure that you go to Netflix, which is where we're watching it, or pull out your DVD if you bought this movie, and get ready to press play when I say now. Steve, 2014, this just came out last year, and the third one has already released.
They're really pumping these things out.
Yes, they are. And the fact that they're rushing them so fast makes me wonder if this can possibly be as much fun as the first one was. Obviously, these are meant to be awful, ridiculous B-movies. Steve and I really liked the first one.
Oh, yes. For what it was hilarious.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're not expecting it to be anything other than what it is, and I think it is perfectly comfortable with itself, Steve.
Oh yeah, I agree. It knows what it wants to be, and it never takes itself too seriously, and it never drags out any of the scenes.
Yeah, you're right. The pacing was excellent there, and you know, for the really silly, shoddy CG, some of it looked really good.
Yeah, it did.
All right, we're gonna get right into it, folks. Here we go. Are you scared, Steve?
A little bit.
All right, here we go. Everybody, please press play right now. I thought it was a shark.
I did too. That's a really bad CG plane, though.
Yeah, but that's a fun idea.
Yeah.
See, they gotta go to New York, Steve.
Yeah, that makes sense. Are there sharks flying to New York?
Oh my God, that is a really bad. Oh, and they're doing that Heroes thing where they're putting the credits in a fun, silly place where it's like they're moving along with whatever's moving on the screen. Plug for Coors Light. See, at this point, that first movie was so popular that that you can imagine that a lot of companies are going to want to advertise in these now.
Oh, probably so. It doesn't look like the budget went up, though.
No, but that was probably intentional.
Probably so.
Are these the same actors? I don't even remember.
I think so. Are they engaged now or married or?
I'm pretty sure that ring meant that they're supposed to be one of those two things, Steve.
Okay. Out of curiosity.
By the way, what is with this wild-haired flight stewardess?
I'm not sure.
Look at that hair.
I feel like being a stewardess, you're supposed to have like a certain hair color. Don't they have like regulations for that?
Yeah, I wouldn't think you could get away with that.
It's a little bit bizarre.
And nothing against people that like to color their hair like that. I was just surprised to see that. I'm like, that looks like a silly stylistic joke. There's like, in this universe, we've got people with purple hair, and it's all, you know, silly and comic book. But no, by the way, okay, that's great. Well, but that's great because that book exists, or something very similar to that. There is a Sharknado survival guide. They put it in the canon.
That's amazing.
That's awesome. No, she's the stewardess is like, would you sign my book? And Finn's like, oh, April wrote that. It has her name on the cover. How I guess it's because he's all famous and male and cute to her. That must be what it is.
Maybe so. I guess they're really playing up the whole newfound romance thing. I'm almost positive that is not the same actress though. She looks really different.
I don't think it is, but it's been a while since we did that. And I should say, I've not watched it since you and I did our commentary.
Oh, neither did I. I wanted to keep the memory alive.
Keep the memory
I
alive.
don't want to rewatch it sober and then think it's not as good.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got a shark tooth around his neck. Perfect memory.
Of course he does. Yeah.
New York is
He's
no joke.
he's like he's like Grant in Jurassic Park carrying around the tooth. Did you see
I
that?
did a shark.
There was a shark in the clouds. It's like, oh god, I'm seeing that. Now this is cool though because I mean that's what I would do after a horrible crazy shark thing we went through with all those sharks and tornadoes and stuff.
Yeah.
You'd look out there, you'd see a shark, and be like, I'm seeing sharks everywhere. Surely that can't be real.
Yeah, it actually connects pretty well to the opening since we thought the plane was a shark.
Yeah, that's cool.
Wow.
And I like that this is a direct sequel. I mean that like we're using the same characters and it's happening, shortly after the events of the first one and they're building on. I kind of like that, Steve.
Yeah, I was expecting like a Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th kind of thing where they just shift the casts. Like,
It's just a totally different set of people and it's just the same scenario once again. And I mean, I'm sure it will be that.
yeah, to a degree. But the fact that we have the same characters is interesting.
What would be really cool would be if somehow or rather the Sharks have a vendetta. Remember, we wanted the Sharks to have a vendetta in the first one too. But if the Sharks had a vendetta and they're chasing him.
Oh, maybe so. Maybe it's like a King Kong movie then.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's a good point. Boy, I haven't seen King Kong since I was a kid.
Oh, those movies are so good. I still like the first one a lot. That and the first Godzilla are great.
Suspenseful music. That's the subtitles. Oh God, there's a shark.
Oh, he's just gonna deny it.
He just doesn't even want to. He still has reason to believe that what he's seeing isn't there.
That's true. We don't know how
Captain
going on yet.
Bob Wilson. Is there some reason we need to know Bob Wilson's first name?
Probably because he really likes the sound of it.
It's about to be a less perfect way to fly. I don't feel like you should say the word perfect just in case your airplane crashes.
Yeah, false advertising there. You don't want it to crash and then promote how safe you are.
I mean, it would be a lot more accurate to just say, such and such airlines, we've got Coors Light.
Although I don't know why they don't give you just the can instead of pouring it into a glass. I was still wondering about that earlier.
That's how they do it on airplanes.
Do they? Okay, I never had beer on an airplane, so I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure. I think for some reason they're not allowed to give you a closed container.
Oh,
like
that makes sense. Okay.
I think. I don't know. I could be wrong about that.
No, that makes perfect sense. You're not allowed to take any kind of can on a plane. I remember I had to throw out like 2 bottles of shaving cream once when I was going on an overnight trip because they wouldn't let me keep it.
Oh wow, yeah.
It was weird.
Yeah, there's a lot of really strict rules about alcohol sometimes in places and not just airplanes, but I mean like a lot of oh my God. Yeah, he's definitely there, Finn. No, see this is cool. I mean, he's not, now that he knows for sure it's there, he's not going to deny it anymore.
Well, it's actually moving just as fast as the first one. This is actually pretty good so far.
Yeah. I'm liking the setup a lot, Steve.
Yeah, this is surprising.
Now we already had some blood and stuff at the beginning last time, but no, this is for what this is. We're gonna use that phrase a lot, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Okay, is this guy gonna be the token black guy?
Maybe
for the whole movie. Is that what we're gonna do?
Maybe. He's a flight marshal. Maybe he's got a Liam Neeson thing going for him.
Maybe the girl next to him is a fugitive who is running from the law that he's got handcuffed to that seat. Oh, you haven't seen Laws. I'm gonna have a hard time not making Laws right.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
Steve, I love that delivery. He almost looked directly to the camera. It's happening again.
Oh, this is perfect. You could probably get away with making this like a bottle movie and just have the whole thing take place on an air.
Oh, that would be great. I'm tired of these mother effing sharks. Oh my God, a shark hit the engine. I think Sam Jackson needs to do one of these, Steve.
Probably so. He's not above it. He's definitely not above it.
He's not, but no.
He's done Capital One commercials. Come on.
Yeah, but I like what he does with those. I like that he was doing the Quicksilver card right before Age of Ultron.
Oh, yeah. That was
that was kind of fun. But no, what I was going to say earlier is for what this is, sufficiently suspenseful, Steve.
Yeah, not bad. It's way better than Transmorphers. It's
Oh,
dull.
that is okay. We need the windshield wipers going across the front.
I feel like the whole show.
Okay, that line delivery. I've never seen anything like. Yeah, it's sharks flying in an airplane. Although everyone should be less surprised now that there's a book about it.
Yes, and a book that everyone's getting signed. Oh, jeez. Okay.
See, I'm surprised that I thought that would be more like Ian Malcolm at the beginning of the second Jurassic Park movie.
Oh yeah.
Where it would be like, yeah, nobody really believes you. I think that's how they played that.
Maybe so. See,
I forget. It's been a while.
Plane's got a.
But I guess they believe. Well, actually, come to think of it, oh God. Well, Steve, I guess they come to think of it, they have to believe it because there would be plenty of cameras.
Yeah, it was an entire town.
Yeah, it was a whole. No, it was Hollywood.
Oh, it was Hollywood. Yeah. No, it was going on for a few days. There was a lot that happened in that movie.
So far, this is capturing exactly what we liked about the first one.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it.
I mean, like what we loved most about that was that you've got this premise and they don't skimp on it. It's just straight away. It's sharks
and it's
in the sky,
and it's sufficiently bigger. Like it's not just doing the same thing over again. It's actually up in the scale.
Yeah. If I had written this, I would have had Finn when he discovers that the sharks are really coming, just roll his eyes and be like, "Oh, really, really, not again." That was gross.
Yes, it was. It's kind of hilarious though.
Yep, violent and hysterical.
I mean, it's a shark jumping through a plane, eating a woman's head off in the bathroom. I don't know what they want. So where are the sharks going when they?
That guy who just got eaten?
Yeah.
Or at least a shark hit him and he flew up. He looked a lot like the guy who played Wesley Crusher.
The kid. Yeah.
You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, from TNG.
For some reason, I can't think of Will Wheaton. He looked just like Will Wheaton. I wonder if it was Will Wheaton.
Maybe. I guess this franchise wouldn't be above celebrity cameos that it got so big.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
This is so over the top. I love it.
Yep, that was Will Wheaton.
Oh, wow, okay. I hope we see more of that along the...
That was definitely Will Wheaton. He had a celebrity get killed cameo.
Are there any more cameos in the movie?
Oh, I don't know. I just looked that up real quick.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to know too much, Steve. It's a blind commentary.
No, that's true. We don't want to spoil the awesomeness.
And, of course, our heroic main character has to already be trying to land an airplane.
See...
No one else takes the initiative just because... Well, maybe the idea is supposed to be that he's been through this before, so he's more prepared.
I don't know what makes him prepared to fly a plane, though. As opposed to an air marshal?
No, I just mean more prepared to actually, like, try to do something about this without just freaking out in terror the whole time.
Oh, that's true.
And not attempting something. She's shooting at the show, my God.
This is pretty great. Oh, geez, it's already Empire Strikes Back homage.
Yeah, and that's April. That's supposed to be a character we're supposed to care about, Steve, and she's already lost a hand.
Oh, boy. See, this is basically dramatic.
Pretty sure that's who that was. Oh, my God.
These people have no idea how planes work, and it's amazing.
We're already 11 minutes in, we're trying to land a plane that was attacked by sharks.
Can't get better than this.
Everyone should be dead.
Yeah. I mean, everyone should have been sucked out of the plane like 10 minutes ago, but...
Yeah, but it's movie logic for airplanes.
Yeah, well, there you go.
We do that a lot in big aerial airplane. Well, aerial. That's redundant. In big airplane fight scenes.
I think Die Hard 2 had an airplane fight scene that was on the ground, though. Well, that movie's not very good.
I think that you would all be way too disturbed to be applauding right now.
Yeah.
After seeing all those people getting eaten by sharks. Yay, we're alive! Oh my God, that's gross. Whoa.
Finn is sufficiently broody, So I guess that's more sequel setup.
Oh my God! See, he's starting to just. Vivica A. Fox is in this. What?
That's awesome.
Oh my God! These movies. And we've got the Sharknado song.
It's a pretty cool song.
I think so too. Yeah. I feel like Finn is starting to just accept the world that he lives in now, Steve.
Yeah.
It's like this is a guy who now knows that he's in a series of B movies. He gets to the end scene and he says, "Welcome to New York." Like he's got a sense of humor about it now. I mean, his girlfriend just got her hand bit off by a shark. Assuming that's actually who that was. I'm pretty sure that's who that was.
Yeah. It's his recast girlfriend, yeah.
I am gonna have this song stuck in my head for days.
Oh, yeah.
This opening sequence looks fantastic.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's actually kind of exciting because now we're in New York. Just imagine all this shark doing.
Like the photography is really good. You're right. They've really upped the scale.
Yeah. Yeah, this is exciting.
I feel that way living in Kansas City, Steve. Ooh, Dish. She's a middle-aged woman. Ooh.
Oh, ABC cameo in the background there.
Yeah.
So that's the beauty of Times Square shooting, is that you can get all of your product placement done in one scene.
Yeah, but if you actually shoot it there, you'll just end up with a lot of accidental product placement.
That's true.
Or you're just shooting someplace.
But you can always CGI and switch it, though.
And I think what movies probably tend to do, though, Steve, is they'll see what companies wound up in a scene and then call them later and be like, "Oh, would you like to be in our movie? You need to pay us for that."
It probably makes a lot more sense.
Oh God, we already have a Batman line.
Well, there.
No, you are definitely Robin to Finn's Batman.
Yeah, no, you didn't survive this before. You don't know how this.
Have I seen this guy in something?
He kind of has that, doesn't he? He looks really familiar.
He looks familiar to me.
I didn't recognize any names from the credits aside from
Vivica A. Fox. That tells you what she's been doing lately.
Yeah, well, there we go.
Oh my God, they got the guy from the Today Show.
They actually got a much bigger budget then.
Yeah, they actually got that. Well, that movie was so popular, Steve.
It
had a lot of merchandising after it. I mean, I think what happened was it aired. Didn't it air on the Sci-Fi Channel?
It did, yeah.
And I get, oh my God, just how he's got a Batman voice now. See, the plane went through a heavy weather pattern. But yeah, I mean, like I think it just had a lot more viewers than anybody expected that it would.
Yeah, especially on the Sci-Fi Channel of all places.
Then it sold well on video, and that guy,
the police officer.
Yeah, there are celebrity cameos in this. Up the Woozah.
Wow. Cool.
That's I think that now I have to sit here and try to remember people's names. I think that's what's his name? Dick. He was in a popular sitcom in the 90s that I never watched.
So I love that Finn stopped for an interview and then rushed to his girlfriend going to the hospital. Priorities. And now he seems upset about it, but he's the guy that rushed it.
Yeah. Yeah, I just thought of it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was Andy Dick.
Andy Dick. Oh, cool. Okay, I didn't recognize him. Wow.
News radio. That's right. Oh wow, they got. I can't believe all the people in this.
Right?
See, that's an actual book.
That's pretty cool. I gotta go out and buy that book then. See, they're really front-loading this movie. I hope the whole thing stands up to it.
Yeah, me too. This is too much fun, and I think it would be really easy for it to fall off.
Yeah. If nothing else, it's got the best 20 minutes of one of these movies.
Yeah, Steve, the real book has exactly that cover,
Oh, cool.
but with, of course, a different author.
Okay. I gotta buy that then.
It's,
That sounds awesome.
oh, this is great, though. It says Andrew Schaefer with contributions by Finn Shepard and April Wexler.
That's amazing.
Steve, if this stays this fun, I'm gonna have a hard time not going and buying these.
Yeah, I know. I've heard the third one isn't that good, but I mean, these first two are pretty awesome so far.
Yeah.
The third one also has a really cool name, but I forget what it is off the top of my head.
Oh hell no.
Oh yeah, that's what it is.
But yeah, Steve, I love that we're in this universe now where everybody's like, yep, sharks. A Sharknado is now a standard weather condition that happens that people know about. It just happens.
Yeah, every now and then you gotta clean the sharks out of your gutters. It's not the best chore, but it builds character.
There are probably organizations that you can pay to come do that for
Yeah,
you.
well, there you go.
The shark cleaners. People, you would think that in a world like this there would be uh some truthers that would think there was some kind of conspiracy that was causing all of this. That like
You see,
the sharks got all smart and they're all after us, or there's some kind of alien invasion that like they multiplied all the sharks and there's telekinesis or
it
something.
all goes back to Roswell. See, there was an alien shark that crash landed, and we cloned it, and then they all got loose. What are you gonna do?
Oh God. There's just some evil mastermind that's controlling all the sharks.
Yeah, it's King Shark is who it is.
Yeah, of course. So we used to just have shark-infested waters. Now we have shark-infested New York City.
Yeah, well, there you go. I feel like this is the kind of movie that Gail Simone would love to write.
Really? You think
I
that?
think so. I mean, I've been following her on Twitter for a while, and she just seems like the person that this stuff is made for. We're actually doing some romance.
Oh God, that line. The next time you offer to lend a hand, don't be so literal about it. Uh,
That's awesome.
don't say Monster Storm. Because if you say oh no, they did it! Steve, they did it! They've got the sharks!
They've got graphics. Amazing.
On the Weather Channel, going across the Doppler radar. I used a picture that somebody made that looked kind of like that for the screenshot or not the screenshot, but the thumbnail for our first video, Steve, and I didn't realize that was in one of these movies.
That's amazing. So they're not afraid of this concept whatsoever.
No, they're going full tilt with it. This is what you want. You think you want the creators of a thing like this to get really excited.
Yeah.
When something like that happens, where it's like, okay, we're gonna give you what you want. But I mean, you want them to be, not to just be an obligatory sequel. I mean, it is that, but you want it to be like, we love this crazy thing we're making. We hoped we could get to make more.
Yeah.
The attitude seems right, is my point.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. It seems like they had inspiration, so they made an awesome movie, and now they decided to do more. It doesn't feel phoned in at all.
No, but we are on the phone right now.
Yes, we are.
But yeah, I mean, obviously we're parroting disaster movies. Now we're parroting disaster movie sequels, the obligatory nature of sequels.
Yeah, no, you're right. Were any of these characters in the first movie?
I don't think so, but they just went to New York where they are already, so okay. That's kind of okay.
And I was just curious, because it's been too long, I don't remember if everyone survived that movie.
Well, some people died.
Yeah. I mean, we cut April outside of the inside of a shark, so...
I think it's funny that April lost her hand in the second movie.
Yeah, Empire Strikes Back.
Just like Empire, but at the beginning of it, not at the end. See, we're at least turning it on its head a little bit, Steve.
Yeah, it's literally the opposite. Although that satire reference has been all over the place. Every Marvel Phase 2 movie, someone loses a hand, and apparently that's on purpose.
Oh, really? Of course it is. Of course it is. If you were really going to make this like Empire, though, you would have opened it in the Arctic or something.
Yeah. Well, And then you'd also have to have Finn get stuck inside of a shark and then get cut out.
Oh my God, that would have been really funny. But hey, the movie's not over. You know, there's still a
Get
chance,
every
still a
possibility.
really good chance of that, Steve. You know, maybe I've just adjusted uh, for this kind of, again, silly B movie style of shooting and of acting, but like, I don't think those actors are terrible.
No, they're doing a decent enough job, and
I mean, they're hamming it up because of what it is, but I mean, like, I'm not laughing at them. I feel like I'm laughing with them, Steve.
yeah, no, they're all clearly enjoying their material so far. It's actually not shot very badly either. It's actually pretty competently made.
They got both of the major Today Show hosts. I dare say I like this better than the first movie so far.
Kind of better opening, yeah, so far.
Yeah, this opening.
See, it's like the joke just hasn't stopped yet. I love it.
It's still funny.
Yeah.
Once again, I don't mean to be a broken record, but man, with that first movie, I really expected like 3 shark attacks in the whole movie, and we'd be just sitting around watching people talk and be boring.
Yeah.
And with ham-fisted acting, but like they didn't know it was. It's not like that at all, man. It's totally driven by the action.
Yeah. Everyone seems to understand what they're in.
And the joke, yeah. That right outside the taxi cab shot looks really good.
It does. So if nothing else, they've got their director of photography.
Okay, yeah, so he's super famous now. Now, this guy I recognize.
The taxi driver?
Yeah. He looks familiar to me.
I feel like I've seen him somewhere too. I don't know where though. It seemed like they used their budget really effectively then.
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm enjoying this.
Well, we shouldn't be all that surprised because we enjoyed the first one so much, but I guess I just didn't want to get my hopes up that it would be anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a ridiculous B movie that didn't have any right to be as good as it was, and now it's got an obligatory sequel. It's pretty strange for it to be as good as it is.
Yeah, I mean, you think, they rushed out a sequel.
Yeah. See, now I've kind of got faith for the third one.
They're having so much fun with this.
Yeah. Doesn't seem like the fun's died either, because apparently it's going to have a fourth film, too.
I wouldn't think this is they should make Sharknado the TV show.
Oh, they should.
Apparently Paris Hilton has a cameo in here somewhere.
Well, of course she does. See, I feel like something's about to go down in this baseball game.
Oh, was the pilot an airplane?
Was it really?
Yeah, and that taxi driver was Judd Hirsch, who was a cab driver in Taxi.
Oh, that's amazing.
Which I've never seen, but yeah.
Taxi's a good show. I didn't
also
old.
Yeah, I recognize it. Also, look for Billy Ray Cyrus. He's in here somewhere.
Oh, cool. Okay. Wow, they really have a lot of cameos.
Yeah, I guess everybody wanted to be in this. But again, that movie was a phenomenon.
It was, yeah. Everyone talked about it. It's even got one of those pop figures.
Which is like... Well, yeah, because you forgot, Steve. Finn has already been inside a shark.
Yes, he has.
Remember, he went all the way through one.
Yeah. He split it in half.
This taxi driver said, like, if you're talking to a guy who's been through an ordeal like that, you don't talk details about it. He's gonna be like, yeah, I don't want to talk about that. It was really traumatic. Yes, I'm famous because I survived it, but it was horrible.
Look, you don't understand the pressures I go through ripping sharks apart with chainsaws.
I just love that they put that How to Survive a Shark book in the fiction. And it really makes a lot of sense that that's in here, because what if it ever happens again?
Yeah, no, you're right.
Oh, that guy!
Oh, cool.
That's the mayor in Gotham!
Yes, it is. That's amazing.
And he's also been, in some sitcoms, and he was, it's just been too long, but, uh, he's apparently a famous baseball player. What is he doing in this?
I have no idea. What is anybody doing in this? I can't believe they've gotten so many characters in.
This is so much fun.
It is. See, I'm still worried about the front-loaded thing, though, but we'll see.
You have every reason to be worried about that. But we thought that with the first one.
That's true.
Didn't have that problem, ultimately.
Yeah. No, that whole movie was fun, beginning to end. See, the behind-the-scenes story of this whole thing is that we had to choose between Ghost Rider and Sharknado 2. I am really glad we picked Sharknado 2. Because at least
yeah, well,
fun.
We gotta do it eventually.
That's true.
Oh, yeah, Richard Kind.
Oh, okay, that's his name.
Yeah. Oh, he was in Spin City. That's right.
Oh, the Michael J. Fox show.
Yeah. Yeah, and he was one of the major bugs in Bug's Life. You remember that?
Oh, yeah, yeah. I haven't seen that movie in a while either. Although now I'm kind of on a Pixar kick. I just watched Monsters, Inc. for the first time in like 5 years.
Oh, yeah, I love that.
Yeah, it's great. I like University more, though, actually.
Uh-oh. Oh, God.
Things are about to go down.
Yeah, yes, you do. Get her out of there. Oh, Richard Kind also voiced Bing Bong in Inside Out. I didn't realize that was him.
Oh, that's cool.
Cool. Yeah, I didn't realize just how involved he still was until he showed up in Gotham.
Yeah.
So I saw him a lot in the 90s, but I hadn't seen him in a long time.
Yeah. No, that's cool. That's exciting.
Oh, he was also in Mad About You. That's where I remember him first.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I remember watching that show as a kid.
I watched that with my parents growing up, yeah. You know what's funny about that, too? The lead lady in that was in Twister.
That's fantastic.
No, Helen Hunt. Everyone in the world talks about Finn. He survived the Sharknado.
I'm sure that town's now a major tourist hotspot.
And he's about to be and he's about to be even more. They probably have a Sharknado convention every year, Steve. It's like home of Sharknado. They have like a Sharknado museum there, and they have a costume contest for the creepiest shark.
They parody that Evil Dead 2 poster, except with Finn and a shark.
He's still using his creepy, broody voice no matter what the situation is. He's like Jim Gordon in Gotham.
He's actually a lot more friendly than that Jim Gordon.
You know what he should be saying? Every time he deals with a shark attack and he makes it, he should say, "A new day."
Shiny Shoes has got to come up in this movie somehow.
Shiny Shoes. Oh, look, it's Bruce Wayne. No, I'm going to stop making Gotham references. I'm done doing
this. The kid looks like Bruce Wayne, though.
He kind of does. I think the guy on the left there that I felt like I recognized with the hair. Yeah. he looks a little bit like Dexter. It's not that guy, but he looks a little bit like
Michael C. Hall, but doesn't look like his.
Yeah. I feel like I've seen him in something. He's got those eyebrows, though.
I feel like he's every pompous guy in every sitcom I've ever seen. Oh, here it comes.
It's not the snow, it's the sharks. Oh, we've already got a Sharknado, Steve.
Oh, boy. It's an actual
Oh, boy.
Dude, that's great.
We are 30 minutes in. Here come the sharks in the tornado.
See, what people don't know about sharks is that when you throw wind around with them, they become missiles.
So I have to assume that the baseball player played by Richard Kind is going to be really important here at some point. I don't think that was just a cameo, right? Because they gave him like a flashback from his bygone baseball career. Like, he's gonna matter. Look at this old guy running. He's like, and then at some point he just stops and looks off camera to see if he's gone far enough. Did you see that?
I did.
Look, it's the answer to the question of life, the universe, and everything. They all just ran past a giant 42. Yes! That's hilarious! Oh my god,
Maybe he
that
is
was
going to be a major character.
Steve, I think it was just to set up that.
Maybe.
I don't think we'll see him again in the movie. That was worth it.
Kind of like the Barstool guy from the first movie?
Yes, the Barstool guy. Yeah, Richard Kind just took out a shark with a baseball bat and almost got a home run.
There's nothing better than that.
Everybody else has baseball bats, but that guy was the only one that had a shot. Did you hear that guy?
Yeah.
It was a good game. We were winning. Now, I think it's weird that right before the shark showed up, they said we're canceling the game on account of snow. Like, are we pretending like the Sharknado thing isn't real? We're not, because we saw sharks.
No, we had the weather guys earlier saying that there was going to be a Sharknado storm and a snowstorm at the same time.
Yeah, but there should have been reports already of sharks.
No, that's true.
It's coming toward them.
I guess.
Oh, that's his son. Oh, Jim Gordon's son. No, that's not Jim Gordon. Finn's Jim Gordon. But that guy's son looks like Bruce Wayne, and then he hangs out with Jim Gordon. Finn.
All we're missing is Alfred. Although I guess the taxi driver could do that.
That's a stretch.
Maybe a little bit.
I'm digging this actor playing Finn, though. Yeah. He's got me now.
He's cool. I'm enjoying it. He's got such a weird. It's almost like those episodes of Angel where they talk about the fact that Angel has like an image with the coat.
Yeah, that's a really good point. And once again, I'm saying in the context of this movie, I'm not saying that guy is a brilliant actor or anything, but I think he gets this material.
Yeah, seems like everyone does. Though. I haven't seen like a bad job yet.
You can easily get somebody in this that's taking it too seriously.
Yeah, that's true.
Especially I mean, this is
celebrity cameos.
This is an adult cartoon. And we can have a lot of blood and gore and stuff and, not be all worried about gratuitous violence because the whole thing's a joke, You're not supposed to take it seriously. And it's not tasteless either, You're not going to see, like, kids get mutilated or anything like that in these, you know what I mean?
I mean, we're also not fixating on the horrible things that happen. Like, a guy gets his head eaten off and we're not sitting there staring at the body.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't feel barbaric.
Yeah.
Okay, I still say those sharks are working with the collective consciousness, Steve.
They've got a mission.
Oh, seriously? Well, look, they're like a pack of wolves. Oh my god!
That's amazing.
Whoa! Oh god! She's gonna tase the shark.
That's actually a pretty good idea because it's wet.
Yeah. It didn't work.
Oh.
Oh no, it did work. Oh god, that's gross.
Yeah, because we spoke too soon.
Steve, you spoke too soon. We're still looking at that. Oh god. Okay, that's hurting my stomach.
A little bit. Safe to say she's dead, though. Yeah.
She's dead. She's dead, Jim. Steve, you shouldn't have said that.
I shouldn't have.
Is he gonna sing the Sharknado song on that guitar?
I hope so. It's like Spider-Man 2.
Sharknado, Sharknado. Does whatever Sharknado does.
Because that would be amazing. And
I'm sorry, what?
Are we gonna get sharks in the subway? Because that'd be preposterous and amazing.
We have to, right?
Yeah. I mean, there's no way you set this up and not throw sharks in there.
Okay, this is a stupid thing to complain about, but hey, subtitles, that's not an acoustic guitar. That's an electric guitar that someone's playing without an amp. That's different. You idiot. You idiot subtitles.
I mean, this is also the show. I mean, this is also the service that subtitles things intensity intensifies.
I love that. By the way, you should be afraid of the dark because you live in a universe where sharks are everywhere and trying to kill everyone. And they're on a mission. I still say they're on a mission. Now, Steve, do you think that at some point we should actually explain how in the world this is happening? Should we delve into that mythology, or should we just keep it a conceit?
I think we should just keep it a conceit. Because the idea of the origin of the Sharknado might kill the joke.
Yeah, but what if we explained it and it was amazing?
That's true. I mean, it's like you say, anything can be amazing, you just gotta make it amazing, so...
You just gotta make it work, yeah. And you gotta keep it in the spirit of this. Like, if you do it, you gotta still make it so preposterous, but really clever, where we're like, oh wow, now I'm glad I know. Oh my god, that's amazing.
That's cool. Well, see, now you got to go back to your conspiracy idea of just make it like a government thing.
Yeah.
You could totally parody political thrillers with Sharknado.
That's hilarious. Yeah, we just decided that we would like try to fix people's perspective about the world by creating a way worse problem than terrorism. Or maybe the idea is we want people to stop worrying about surveillance, so
You see,
everyone will stop focusing on the things the government are doing and their worry about freedoms being taken away if we just throw sharks at them.
the reason we lost Vietnam is because we didn't have sharks. Now, what if we had a delivery mechanism to deliver sharks to the Viet Cong?
I don't feel like a tornado is a delivery system.
Well,
how do you cause them? So how do you? I mean, you have to cause the conditions that would make that happen.
Just call Cobra Commander. We got a weather dominator somewhere. Cobra Commander is not above this material.
Steve, you're about to get your wish, buddy.
Oh, I hope so.
Oh my god. See, it's already outdated.
Yeah, it is.
Can you believe that?
Yeah.
They had Jared from Subway.
Yeah.
He's in jail now.
I guess it kind of makes it funnier though.
It is pretty funny that he's in that.
That guy's really impatient with the train not being there yet.
How often do you think Jared from Subway really was just hanging out places eating Subway? Probably all the time.
Yeah, probably so. I mean, he got paid for it. Might as well. If I got paid to eat Subway, I'd be there all day.
Well, he obviously liked it.
Yeah. I mean, who doesn't like Subway? They've got the best bread ever.
Oh, I don't agree with that.
Oh, really? I love Subway.
Yeah, Jimmy John's all the way.
Oh, I hate Jimmy John's bread. It's so dry.
Well, you're wrong. Nope, you lose. Game over.
Look at the size of that.
What is... Steve, you got your wish, buddy.
Yeah, Subway sharks, you do not disappoint.
Oh my god. You can't stand there and bust out a one-liner when a shark is liable to come up and eat you, you moron.
Not unless your name is Finn.
Is anybody else getting Spider-Man flashbacks? You mess with one of us, you mess with all of us.
A little bit.
Wait, that shark going after Finn, and Finn's got the baseball bat? That looked okay.
Yeah, it did, surprisingly. Well, this whole Subway scene actually looks pretty okay.
It looks okay.
I mean, just considering sci-fi TV budget, this is not the worst thing they've done. Oh, geez.
You know, there's been a lot of talk about crossing Men in Black with 21 Jump Street. I want to see Men in Black cross with this.
I want to see 21 Jump Street cross with this, too. Just put all three of them together.
Anything in New York goes, Steve. If it was in New York, we cross it all over.
Hey, if Andrew Garfield still wants to play Spider-Man, this is it.
I'll be honest with you, the gore in this has been ramped up more than I would have liked it to have been.
A little bit. It's mostly mostly how frequent it is now.
Yeah. I mean, well, for me, it's less the frequency and more just how gory it is.
Yeah, that's
some of it. I mean, I feel like it's as often as it was in the first one, but some of it in this I'm finding a little bit harder to look at.
Maybe so. I mean, the first one, because the CGI wasn't as good, they couldn't put blood with the shark bites all the time, so it looked a little.
Are you telling me the CG is better in it? Oh my god, there's a tiny shark. Baby shark.
It's a little bit better than the first one, yeah.
So Finn has to develop some kind of like giant like shark killing gun or something for the third movie, right? Like,
oh yeah, totally.
He's gonna go around and he's gonna be packed. Is he gonna be the same taxi?
What are the chances?
What are the odds? In the words of Red Letter Media, how convenient.
See, so does Finn love seafood or hate it? Because I feel like he could go either way.
Yeah, he could love it because he feels like they're getting theirs
exactly
while he's eating it. Or he could hate it because he can't stand the smell because of all the sharks.
Exactly.
You know, we talked a lot about how in the first one, Hollywood would have smelled so bad.
It's like that South Park joke about smog.
You know, this just occurred to me. How have we not had one sardine joke yet, Steve?
Oh, that's true. No sardines, no shrimp jokes either.
Yeah, or anchovies.
I don't know. It's pretty classy about the shark.
Steve, I called that right away. He's going after guns. Oh, look, social commentary, Steve. You can't get guns in New York City.
Oh, there you go. This is
There it
very
is.
politically astute.
That's right. See, for folks, and I'm not going to get into the politics of this, but for the folks that really that don't believe as much in gun control, see, this movie is for them, because they're going to be like, in case there's a Sharknado, that's why you need to be able to more easily get guns. Steve, I need a flare gun and some flares.
See, Kevin Conroy needs to show up in this somewhere.
Yes, he does.
This is totally his thing.
Flare gun.
And of course, the end is near.
Okay, does anybody else want to see Rorschach in this movie now?
Oh, I totally do. You know, maybe Rorschach is behind the Sharknado to an extent. You want to make everyone get their just desserts? Throw a shark at them.
That guy that knocked him over was hilarious. Turns around, hey man, get a job already. Wow, that might have been a little bit of social commentary too. It's like, look, you're not going to accomplish anything just standing on the side of a street with a sign. Go out and if you think the world is in trouble, you go try to do something about it.
Exactly. Or you'll get eaten up by every force of nature that throws itself at you.
Now, sometimes with silly movies like this, it's hard to tell if of course, we've already dropped the Statue of Liberty's head.
Oh, geez. Get out of
There
the
it
way.
comes.
Oh, never mind.
Oh man, it took that. I like that guy.
Yeah, I did too. Well, maybe that's more of his social commentary. He cared more about a briefcase of money than he did about his own life.
Yeah, and he's like, go get a job. It's like, no, it's more about getting a job.
See, it's going both ways now. It's very astute, that stuff.
See, a thing like this, I don't know when I can give it that much credit. You know what I mean? I'm like, is it real satire, or is it just we look at whatever is current and topical and we make that a backdrop? I mean, you read too far into that, you could make this movie seem way smarter and more clever than it really is. I also meant to say that when the Statue of Liberty's head dropped, hard not to think about that J.J. Abrams movie.
Cloverfield?
Cloverfield, yeah.
Cloverfield, oh yeah. I haven't seen that in a while either.
I don't think that head's big enough.
I don't think so. Why is it still rolling, is my question. It's got spikes. It's got to get stuck somewhere.
Yeah, I don't think the laws of physics would make that happen, Steve. Yeah.
Although we are talking about a shark.
Oh, God!
That's hilarious. I love that.
Oh, I think it's because the wind's got it.
Oh, maybe so. Okay.
It's not just rolling, like it's hovering partly off the ground. I mean, it's still ridiculous.
And the spikes are all broken off, so I guess.
But it's really funny.
Maybe that guy should get inside.
Oh, hey, Steve, you know what just occurred to me? This is the equivalent of the scene from the first one with the Hollywood sign, and it's at about the same point in the movie.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm starting to see what you mean about the gore, though. Seems like everything's got to have an absurd amount of Tarantino blood.
They've really upped it, I think, a little bit. Now, I haven't, again, it's been a while since we watched that. I could see it again and feel the same way, but...
I mean, the Sharknado, the first one's just not a thing I'd rewatch unless I had the right group of people with me.
Oh, yeah, same here.
I do not want to kill that joke ever.
Yeah, I mean, I want to keep finding this funny, because it is. But I don't know if I would enjoy it as much watching it by myself. And that's why I thought it would be fun to do it like this, because this is totally the kind of movie that's really easy to talk over and still enjoy.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Especially if it's really, really early in the morning. See,
that's the laws of physics, Steve. There's no way that the Statue of Liberty's head was going to go any farther than that. Oh my God, I love that these guys are in this. They had to have had a blast doing this.
Oh yeah, definitely. Would you still do the Today Show when sharks are attacking your city?
These guys would, Steve, because they're professionals. They are dedicated. He is rocking those purple glasses. Does he always have those purple glasses?
I think so. I don't watch the Today Show.
Wow.
Though, so I'm not sure.
I want purple glass. Do you think I could pull off purple glasses?
I think so. You need to have a thick enough frame, though, to really show off the
No.
color.
Yeah, to show it off. Yeah. Well, I thought about getting those thicker frames like that. See, I've been thinking about mixing my look up lately. What do you think? What do you think?
I think that works for you. I was trying to get frameless glasses the other day, but those things come apart really easily.
Well, yeah, they don't have any. They don't have any foundation, Steve. There's no. Thought about getting 2 lenses and just sticking it in my face.
I was gonna go for a monocle thing,
I can't believe how long they were talking. That's hilarious.
Yeah. It's more than a cameo. They are actually characters in this film at this point. She's not in hospital anymore. I was wondering about that.
I love how there's no talk about like trying to figure out where the sharks are coming from or why this. We've just resigned ourselves to this is a tropical storm. This happens now.
Yeah.
We don't know why it never happened before, but it happens. Now, I will say that I don't think there was any talk about whether or not we'd ever seen one of these in the first movie, but everybody did seem a little bit surprised by it. They didn't seem as surprised as I would have been, yeah. But I think it was supposed to be the first time anything like that had ever. Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Because weren't there a couple places where it was like, how? What?
Yeah, they had a few conversations about it. Although they never stopped and wondered at the whole of sharks are eating you, and they're more of just like, I need to get to a bunker.
Yeah.
So, I mean, maybe this is a universe where since the first one, there's been multiple Sharknados.
So the cab driver guy isn't a cameo. He's a character in this.
I love Taxi, so it's good to see that guy back. Except for that last couple seasons.
So we're doing the bomb and the tornado thing again?
I guess so.
This is hilarious. It's still business as usual for New York City.
I mean, it's New York.
I mean, we got all these tornadoes, but we're not going to let it stop us from running our businesses and you got to have your pizza place scene, Steve.
Of course, I mean it's New York. I mean, people also forget how big the place is because just on the other corner, the Avengers are fighting the Shatari, and on the next corner, there's a whole bunch of Lizard Men and Spider-Man fighting. And I'm pretty sure Kingpin's got some bomb detonation going off on the east side.
Okay. This guy is definitely somebody. I've seen him before.
Oh, yeah, totally. He looks really familiar. Let me see if I can look this.
I love this guy's delivery. He's so funny. I'll give you a slice of pie. You're safer in here. No, you're not.
Oh wow, he doesn't even waste a move.
No, he doesn't hesitate. He just immediately takes out that shark.
So is New York's famous new pizza shark flavored?
Yeah, you can't tell me that guy's not going to just use that.
I mean, I would. It's there, might as well.
Steve, you can't buy tobacco unless you were born before 1996. Whew. I feel so old now. I remember 1996.
I don't. I was 2 years old.
Napalm.
That's going to be extremely useful. Oh, and a gun. Nerf gun.
Jeff Foxworthy was really popular in 1996.
Oh, yeah, he was. I think I have some old VHSs with Jeff Foxworthy.
It was Pan Delirium!
This guy's just cleaning up his shop. Like, nothing's going on. That's great.
Yeah, I love that.
Everyone's just so nonchalant about the Sharknado.
Oh my god. Steve, it works.
It does. It totally does. I don't care if the rest of this movie is bad. This first, 50 minutes is fantastic.
See, for the record, Steve and I really like, deep, thought-provoking movies, but we are not above enjoying anything like this.
No, of course not. I love Pacific Rim, so there you go.
Well, Pacific Rim is really fun, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm so sad that's not getting...
Oh my god, look at the slow-mo! Oh god, this is so great.
Oh, wow.
These people are having so much fun making this crazy movie.
Yeah. I mean, how else would you get a guy with a sword in New York City fighting a Sharknado? This is above Highlander preposterous.
I can't. There can be only one shark. So Finn, you're gonna do this the exact same way? Well, I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, I
You
think
know,
so.
it worked the last time.
Are they following his book at all?
That's a good. You know what? That's one misstep. I would have actually taken that book and figured out what the steps were.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
Somewhere in the beginning, have like a summary, and then just frame the whole movie with that.
but you've got the guy who helped write it, or at least the guy. I guess she wrote it, but you've got the guy that was there. So like you wouldn't need to reference it. He's just doing what he did last time.
Or just offhandedly have a line where he says he didn't read it, and go
Oh,
from
she's
there.
and there she is. She's gonna get out of here. But it might have been cool. I mean, I love that we've still got Finn. But an alternative way to do this would have been to have a new cast, but they have to follow that book.
Yeah, no, that would have been a really good idea.
I like this better, I think. But my guess, Steve, I'm going to predict that they're going to try to drop the bomb in the tornado, and for whatever reason, it doesn't work this time.
Yeah, probably so. That would be a little bit too easy.
We've still got 38 minutes, and we did that a lot later last time, I think.
I think so.
But not, I don't know. I don't think that's the same actress. I guess I'll look that up and make sure.
Well, who was it in the first movie? I feel like she was a name I recognized before.
No, it's still her. It's still Tara Reid.
Oh, wow, she looks really different.
I think she looks different too. But it is. It's Tara Reid. Okay, well we'll stop saying that then because we're wrong.
Yeah, I mean I've seen her in movies before and after that. She looks really
she's
different.
Oh, okay.
I haven't seen Finn anywhere though.
I haven't either. But she's in the American Pie movies. I mean, they're getting people that have been in major movies.
Yeah, people just aren't doing as much now.
Yeah, or aren't giant stars, but they're
Yeah, mostly
at
TV
least
and character actors so far.
supposedly talented people. Yeah. Oh my God, we're calling them the Sharknadoes now. We're predicting that Sharknadoes are coming. Oh my God, this is great. It's just a disaster movie now.
Oh yeah, totally.
I still love we've just resigned ourselves. Like, there's no talk about the science. Like you should have a scientist on a talk show. It's like, okay, so when you put these things together, sharks.
Well, you can always do a Jurassic Park style and have like a neat little cartoon that explains the physics of sharks.
Dinosaurs. This is the thing they did in the first movie that I loved a lot too. You got standing water and sharks just
Oh yeah.
swimming around in it. Holy! Did you catch that? Holy shark!
Oh, that's great.
The script is really clever.
Yeah, so far, I'm really liking it. I mean, as far as B movie disaster sci-fi things go, it's not bad at all.
I don't know that you get much better than this.
No, like, probably not. I mean, this is what Attack of the Killer Tomatoes should have been.
Maybe we said this last time, I forget, but don't you get the feeling that this tone and energy and pacing and stuff is kind of what people expected from Snakes on a Plane?
Yes, I think that's exactly what it was.
I mean, I feel like we got the Snakes on a Plane that we proverbial we. I didn't care about that, but the people that were really expecting that to be great.
I don't know anyone was expecting it to be great, but I know a lot of people were bummed out by it. So yeah, that's probably what it is. It's just that movie didn't reference itself enough, especially with how famous that one line got.
Yeah, I mean, I think people expected it to be this kind of grade,
Yeah.
this level of greatness, Steve.
I remember there was a gag back when that first came out where some theaters would like let loose plastic snakes in the middle of the movie.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
They should do that with sharks.
I'd pay for that.
I would too. Oh no, I would pay to see this in 4D. Like various points, they dump water all over the audience, and then they throw plastic sharks at you. Like the wind the wind really kicks up, and oh no, it'd be awesome. I'd love that. You should be like drenched in water by the time you leave the theater.
Yeah, the smell of sharks will be all over you.
Oh no, yeah.
Sushi at the end of the premiere.
I mean, I feel like after a while, maybe we're going a little too far, Steve.
Maybe. I feel like it'd be a headache of an experience, but it'd be hilarious.
Fathom Events has already done riff tracks live for the first two of these, and I think maybe they even did it for the third one already.
Oh wow, it's amazing. I wish I had
And
to see that.
I would like to have seen it. Yeah, it's probably more fun than what we're doing.
Probably so. I mean, I am nowhere near as funny as those guys, sadly to say.
Well, they plan all their gags ahead of time.
Exactly. Yeah, they've seen the movie like a dozen times before that thing comes out. No.
Well, they're also reading off scripts.
Oh, poor taxi driver guy.
No! He is exactly like Barstool Guy!
He is. Wow. Although I think he made it a little bit longer.
Yeah, maybe so.
He's
He
my
was
favorite
awesome.
character on Taxi, aside from Danny DeVito.
And he was a real character.
Yeah. And there goes the rope, too.
Frogger! Oh, God, this is great.
They actually made it work.
Now, they shot that wrong. When you say Frogger, and that's the joke, you don't go to the side, you go above.
Yeah, no, you're right. I see what you mean. Kind of like Live and Let Die when Roger Moore was jumping on the alligators.
Now, it could have been just a line, and then they could have shot it any way they wanted to, but the problem is right after that, they went to the side almost like they thought Frogger was 8-bit.
Yeah, a little bit. And
I mean, I don't mean to make a big deal out of that, but I'm just saying you could have made that gag even funnier if you'd gone to a crane shot.
it also went by really quick. Like, he jumped on one shark and he was over.
Yeah, it would have been really cool if he'd been able to go like 3 or 4 things before he got to the next place. Okay, I would have made that said Bates Tower Hotel, but that's probably a real place, so, whatever. That might be actually a real place.
Maybe so. That would have been perfect, though. For a building with 65 floors, that's a pretty slow elevator, just relatively speaking.
Hey, look, Steve, character development.
Wow, it's about something. He's gone from point A to point B.
Yeah, he doesn't like fame.
He's like my literature diagram.
Fame! My literature diagram.
I want someone to write a paper on these movies, just out of curiosity.
Oh, you could do it.
I don't want to ruin the joke. I don't want to be that guy.
If somebody requests this on Rewind United, of course I'll do it.
There you go.
If I get an official request for it, I'll do it.
I'm gonna mail you $20 to get you to do that.
That doesn't sound like work. That sounds easy.
You'll knock that out in like an afternoon.
Oh, I don't know. Probably.
Well, you don't even buy the DVD and listen to the commentary if there is such a thing.
Oh, surely there is, don't you think?
Probably so. Is there a special features and cast interviews? Because that would be great.
Oh, yeah, I'd love to see that. There's got to be. I would assume they've got a whole thing on all the fun cameos and stuff in this movie. And, okay, so we haven't talked about this. They've got to be actually shooting this in New York the whole time, right? I mean, it all looks like we're there and it's authentic.
Here and there, like this scene in particular, it looks like there's definitely CGI and green screen work. But they probably went to New York for some of the bigger sets.
Yeah. Oh, God, just landed on her.
That's awesome.
That's sad. Cry. Not because I was, like, invested in that character, just...
Oh, what? She was the best one, though. She had, like, all of
okay.
that personality and humanness, and she was a person.
Oh, sorry, I was too busy talking.
Pompa's hair guy should have died by now.
Pompa's hair guy!
There's no way you have that haircut and are not Pompous.
There's no way that hair stays the way you want it while you're going through all this.
Well, if you ever watched Rambo or First Blood Part 2, you see Sylvester Stallone and a girl in the middle of Vietnam and stranded and tortured for months on end, and they have the best hair I've ever seen.
That is gel with staying power.
We haven't gotten any use out of that sword yet, but I really hope he pulls it out.
Oh, hey, Steve. The tagline for this movie was "Shark Happens," which is perfect after that taxi driver line. where he starts to say the S word and he finishes with shark.
Yeah, that's great. I need a poster that says that.
There is a director and cast commentary and a filmmaker's commentary. There's 2 commentaries for this movie, Steve.
Wow. I haven't seen 2 commentaries on good movies. What's up with that?
I know. Oh, and you know what? I was right. There's a cameo featurette, Steve.
Oh my god, that's amazing. I need to get
Yep.
those DVDs then.
I'm at least buying the one for this one.
Yeah, this is great. So
That's awesome.
now it'd be amazing if they were in character during the commentaries, so they're
Oh
talking
yeah,
about it
that
like
would
it's
be really
deep and
funny.
interesting.
Yeah, or if they're just like, man, I don't even like to fly anymore. There's Sharknadoes all the time. We need to stay away from it. Well, and something else that we could have done with these if we really wanted to do some real social commentary is how scary it is to live on a coast.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, especially because of the recent storms. So this is the perfect time for that.
Because you notice that with both of these, we're on coasts, and this is happening because of ocean.
Yeah.
EF5 Sharknado! These guys are getting so much screen time!
Oh, I'm loving it. And they're delivering some of the best lines.
This is so much fun. Look how serious he is.
Oh my god.
I've never seen anything like this.
It's like they just dubbed over actual storm coverage with Sharknado. It's great.
Well, and what's funny about this, of course, is that you think, those guys aren't actors. They're doing a job, but they're like actors in that they just read things off teleprompters most of the time.
Yeah.
I mean, a weatherman often has to do a little bit more than that, and might have to improvise some of his dialogue. But all they have to do is do what they usually do, and just stay in their normal character, and it'll be convincing.
Yeah, you're right. Seems like they're getting really they're really making use of those cameos though. They're not hindering those actors or those news people at all.
No, and I don't think it's getting in the way of our mainstay characters. Partly because there's not a whole lot to these guys, and there's not supposed to be really.
Is it sad that this movie uses breaks with the news better than Frank Miller?
That's hilarious.
I love Dark Knight Returns, but come on.
You want news breaks in this, partly because it's a parody of disaster movies, and they always have that.
Yeah.
But also because part of the joke is to get to see people acting like a Sharknado is a real thing.
Yeah, no, exactly.
And so that is just so much fun. I mean, we have created a really funny fictional universe with this idea.
Yeah, they're really able to keep those things balanced. Like everyone's completely playing it straight, but completely gets the joke.
This is almost a masterclass in how to do stupid comedy.
Oh yeah, Adam Sandler, eat your heart out.
Steve, that's my review. If my name got to be on the back of the DVD box for one of these movies, and I had a quote, that would be the quote: a masterclass in stupid comedy. and you ready? Reasonably paced. Ding.
That's perfect. How did the water get in the elevator?
That's an excellent.
I'm just curious.
Let's make a big bomb. that lady, and she has been hilarious. I haven't talked about her. That lady's been hilarious this whole movie.
Oh yeah, ever since we first saw her, she's great. They are going to slingshot a bomb into a tornado. It doesn't get better than that. I've said that like 3 times during this movie. Oh wow, that's a lot of light.
Yeah, that was overkill.
Just a little bit. That's a little bit of the J.J. Abrams school of lens flare.
The Sharknado slingshot is a great idea.
It didn't work.
This is fun because even though we're trying... Let's go look at the manual. But like, even though we're having to try to do this the same way, as far as putting a bomb in the Sharknado, oh god, it's on fire! That fire looks horrible. It's still not the exact same thing because we're not dropping it from above. We're trying to slingshot in.
Yeah.
Wait, when he tripped over that, did they have him do that on purpose, or was that an accident and they kept it because it looked good?
I'm gonna go with the latter. I'm not sure if they were paying that much attention to directing movement.
Oh, sure they will. Or sure they will. What am I saying? I don't know.
You know, this is interesting.
That is Vivica A. Fox. Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I know they had her name in that. It's been so long since I've seen her. I wasn't sure if that really was her or if she was someplace. No, that's Vivica. That is who that is. But by the way, they are bringing her back for the second Independence Day movie.
Are they really?
She was in that. Yeah.
That's cool. Well, it looks like everyone's in that except Will Smith now.
Yeah. Including Brent Spiner.
Oh, cool. Yeah, they got Brent Spiner. They got Jeff Goldblum too.
Yeah, and Brent Spiner is now old enough that he just kind of looks like he did in that movie. If you just make his hair kind of frazzled.
That's awesome. No makeup needed. I might actually see that. I'm not a big fan of the first Independence Day, but the second one's looking pretty fun.
It's so nostalgic for me from my childhood. I'm pretty excited about it.
I
don't expect it to be any good.
No, probably not.
But I will go. It's a movie I wish if it was going to get made, it had been made, a couple years after that. But
right.
That shark doesn't even look like it's there.
They blew their budget in some of the earlier scenes.
Of course that guy got in a lot of bar fights, Steve.
He just looks like it.
Yeah, oh my god, he's such a generic jock. I bet he's dated Lana Lang.
But he wasn't worth killing.
And Iris West. Hey!
You used the axe, but not the sword. Come on, man.
You need to get that sword out. We need to make a list of... If I was counting Sharknado, Steve, I would count all of the amusing weapons, the things that just happen to be lying around that you use as weapons.
Yeah. Oh no, is he?
Oh no. Slow motion. I love the slow motion in these movies. They don't do it too much, but when they do, it's really funny.
Yeah, it's more effective than Zack Snyder.
So you're just making these big blanket statements.
A little bit. Are you? Material because I'm enjoying this too much.
Is this an actual commentary or a parody of one of our commentaries, Steve?
I'm going with the latter.
No, maybe on Steve's side. No, Finn, your line is, yes, but you can't drive because you're missing a hand. Oh, we're doing a whole thing about destroying the landmarks!
Oh, wow. That's amazing! Great.
That delivery was brilliant! He is nailing this.
They're having so much fun. I can't believe it.
A double Sharknado. Steve, you know what a double Sharknado calls for? A double red alert. Biblical proportions.
Sufficient. This movie has to end with a double rainbow then.
So when they showed up at the beginning, I thought that was super cool. I didn't expect them to be the news anchors, a la the three stupid news anchors in Todd McFarlane's Pod Comics. I didn't expect them to show up every few scenes that we would check in with them like we were watching news reports. And
the shock doesn't wear off. They're really good at what they've got.
Is that your favorite thing about this? That's my favorite thing about this so far.
So far, I'm really enjoying how weird and broody and on top of things Finn is. But
you're just excited he's still in this movie. You loved him.
Yeah, he's great. He's fantastic. I mean, the taxi guy was up there, but
there's the mayor. I wonder who that guy is.
He looks really familiar.
He's got to be somebody. He's too old to not be famous.
It's like Charlton Heston. Don't trust anyone over 30.
Now, I would have cast Christopher Lloyd in this role, but that's just me.
It's weird that he doesn't have a cameo.
It was so cool when he suddenly showed up in Sin City 2.
Oh yeah, and he was the only funny joke in that Western movie Seth MacFarlane did.
Oh, was he in that?
Yeah, there was a joke where it was in the back west, and some guy opened a barn, and Doc Brown is working on a time machine, and he's like, "Nothing's
Oh, really?
here."
Oh, that's right. Didn't they put that in the trailer?
They did.
That's right.
Kind of killed the joke because everyone saw it before going in, and that was the only thing worth seeing.
Well, it probably made them another couple $1 million.
It did because Back to the Future fans. I love those movies.
Okay, so I'm looking up this guy playing the mayor. His name is Robert Klein, and he's been in a lot of stuff, but nothing I recognize
Oh,
that I've definitely seen.
there's so much of that in this movie, though. I feel like I need to go back and get like,
Oh, I know. I feel like I have to just sit here and research.
yeah. Well, have you ever used the Google video player where they show you the actors' names if you pause and tap your fingers on them?
Yeah, I know it's awesome.
Yeah, it's great. I feel like I need to do that with this movie.
Yeah, but you have to watch it in the Google Player.
Yeah, that's true. I'd be okay with that though.
And no, how would you get it in there?
You can probably buy it on Google Play.
Oh, okay.
Probably,
That's what I'm saying. I wish there was some kind of an app. There's probably an app for that, Steve. There's an app for everything. I wish I could have an app where I could like turn on an app while I'm watching a movie in whatever I'm watching it in, and it would do something like that somehow.
that's a genius idea. Someone needs to.
Yeah. I don't know how the hell you do it, but yeah. Wow, that guy was also in Mad About You.
Oh, cool. So they're just mining sitcoms from the 90s.
That's exactly what they've been doing. This mayor, I'm giving away a thing for us, Steve. This mayor doesn't die because he's in the third one.
Well, that's good to know. I'm surprised John Stamos or Bob Saget isn't in here.
I guess that means. I mean, is the third one also all set in New York? Surely they go someplace else there.
Good question. I don't know. I know nothing about the third one, but
I'm not sure. Oh wow, so that's a recurring thing, the Batman Robin thing. Okay, it's like which one is the sidekick and which one, and they're all no. Neither of us were the sitcom. We're the sidekick. We're both neither of us was the '90s sitcom. Steve.
I really wanted to make a Rises joke there, but I feel like that'd be too mean.
These sharks are really starting to pile up here.
This is the coolest graphic in this whole movie so far.
Oh, I know.
I love it.
And again, it's just great. We've got, and you know, we do go to the news as often as we do a Frank Miller thing.
I do, and it's better.
It says New York Fire Department on it.
That's pretty cool.
It's got the acronym for the New York Fire Department. Oh my God, this is great.
This did not lose steam at all.
Steve, there's a storm coming. If I had a dime for every time I've heard that in an action movie.
Yeah.
That's like, there's a storm coming, there's a war coming.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for him to say batten down the hatches or lock and load.
He's even given like a generic rally speech.
Yeah, eat that, Christian Bale from Terminator 4.
Still better than the fifth.
Terminator Salvation. I don't think it's more entertaining than that movie, but oh my God.
That's amazing.
Everybody duck! Everybody duck!
That's really cool.
See, when they do slow motion, I like it.
Yeah, it's really effective.
That one-liner. Let's show him what it means. Oh, really? You're not a New Yorker. Oh, wait. Maybe he is. Was he going back home? Is that what it was? Because his kids are there?
Maybe. I didn't. I guess I wasn't paying attention to that part.
But we're talking over things. Whatever.
I thought they were just going there because they had like a honeymoon. Assuming he's still engaged or married.
No, because his kids were there.
That's weird. I don't know. I'm confused then.
Whatever. He must actually be a New Yorker, or that line doesn't make any sense.
So
yes, I'm actually expecting that to make sense, Steve. Isn't that amazing?
So Tara Reid's got to mount a weapon on her stub of a hand at some point, right?
Right. Oh yes,
That's
of course. Yeah. Oh, so she's gonna be female Ash then?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
It's gotta happen.
It's Army of Sharkness.
Evil Tornado Army of Sharkness.
Evil Shark 2.
As we all know, tornadoes definitely have moral standing. I'm surprised with the variety of sharks they're using, though. They're not all just the same generic CGI design.
Yeah. No, that's right. They have a bunch of different kinds of sharks.
Pretty.
I'd love to watch this movie with a marine biologist. You know what? This soundtrack isn't bad.
Oh, there it is.
Oh boy, she does have a thing on her. That's yes,
amazing. That sold it.
Yes.
Oh,
and
what is
good
powering it?
Good honor for. Oh, okay. So they're setting that up as a reveal we're gonna get later. That's cool. But good on him for having that right after he used a chainsaw.
Yeah.
Because that was super cool.
Yeah, it's pretty good at one-upping itself. This is one of the best sequels I've ever seen.
She's the Dino Thunder Megazord, Steve. now all she needs is a power drill on the other side.
Yes. And then like a pterodactyl in the chest.
I'm not touching that. This mayor is great.
He is. I'm surprised by just how consistent in quality this whole thing's been.
I can't believe we're using that word.
Right?
I am as surprised as I was the first time around.
Yeah. Yeah, this did not lose any of the charm.
Not at all. It's like it just kept going. Yeah. In fact, I said this earlier, we are 12 minutes away. I like this movie better than the first one.
I agree with you.
I kind of don't think it matters how it ends.
No, yeah, I completely agree with you. This is surprisingly good.
Now, are we going to find out that Sky's real name is Daisy?
I wouldn't put it.
And that she has... Actually, she could really use some earthquake powers right now.
Now, does an earthquake cancel out a tornado?
That's a good question. Well, yeah, but it might be effective against sharks that aren't flying at you.
That's true. Now, if she had like the ability to move Earth as well as earthquake.
Well, because don't Daisy's powers work like she can quake anything even if it's not on the ground? Like, can't she just quake stuff?
I think so. Yeah, I think it's just the ability to manipulate molecules. Then, yeah.
Yeah, it's not telekinesis. It's kind of different from that, but she can like vibrate stuff.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is.
I haven't read a whole lot of her, but she shows up in the second Winter Soldier ongoing, and she's able to like wreck stuff without having to have any contact with the ground.
I was only familiar with her from Shield and from Agents of Shield, and then recently I read her one shot from the 50th anniversary of Shield comics.
Oh, okay, cool. She's been pretty big, especially around the Bendis era of Avengers.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, a lot of people love her because of that, and I like her from the Winter Soldier stuff because she's basically Bucky's sidekick.
Whoa.
That's cool.
Oh God.
He's not dead. Oh, he's okay.
What? Look at all these people.
No idea.
In the Sharknado.
This is pretty insane.
Yeah, you should be dead. I just don't think there's any surviving that.
I mean, we are talking about the same franchise that had a woman get eaten whole by a shark and survive in the stomach.
That's a good point. Yeah, and we dropped that plane and the only people who died were eaten.
Exactly.
One thing about these movies, though, is that fire never looks like it's there.
It all looks like I just put it in there with Sony Vegas.
And that is a Sci-Fi Channel original movie staple. Fire that isn't there.
They had like a Banshee movie at one point where they did the exact same thing.
Does anybody else think that this franchise is keeping the Sci-Fi Channel alive right now?
Oh, I totally think it is. Warehouse 13 isn't going anymore, so what else do they have? Oh my God, guns.
They're about to change their names. Oh, there's another Subway reference. Steve, they're about look at all the sharks falling.
Jeez.
They're about to change their name to the Sharknado channel, but they're gonna find a way to put two Y's in it. The Sharknado channel. Yeah, we haven't really gotten enough screen time to really explore the characters of the sharks, Steve. Oh, he did it again! That's his thing! Oh, God, that was gross!
The heck?
Oh, my God, they got... We've actually got shark. If they do that with the Today Show, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Oh, they've got
If they actually have sharks inside the Today Show set, but they've set all this up, Steve. I mean, oh my God, the Super Soakers
with napalm.
They paid off the Napalm Super Soakers, and that kid's got a pitchfork. See, there really should be a count. He's just throwing chainsaws.
This is so good.
He's just throwing chainsaws.
And he never misses.
I did it.
You got
yes.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, this is officially the most fun thing I've seen in the last couple of months at least, Steve.
This should have been in my top 10 of 2014.
Oh, this is wonderful. There's no way it would have made that list.
It's not better than Whiplash, but still.
Oh boy.
He's riding the shark.
Again, you're just rating things for their own genres, right? Like,
yes.
How do you compare this to something like that?
You can't. That's why it makes the list. It's better than that 2012 movie. That's called
How have these not started going to the theater first?
I don't know. It's a good question.
You know? Because I would pay to see these in a movie theater, Steve.
Well, who owns Sci-Fi is a good question. Because they've got...
I used to know that. I'm not sure.
I feel like I used to know that too. I used to watch a lot of Sci-Fi back when it was still.
Steve, I was gonna say Universal. It is Universal.
Universal. Okay. Well, yeah. Why is Universal marketing this stuff?
I don't know, especially since they own Jaws.
Yeah. Right.
No way.
That's amazing.
No.
It's the shark from the beginning of the movie.
No. He saved her hand and it still has a gun in it. No.
Did she lose that much of her hand, or was it just?
I thought it was just at the wrist. Wow, I feel like that was a little insensitive. Well, we're not gonna need your limb again. Throw that away. You know what? I really thought that they were gonna reattach it.
Yeah, so did I. Again.
This would be the most awkward no in the history of marriage proposals.
He should have put it on the chainsaw hand.
Don't put that on her finger. It's got blood all over it. And then she's like, "Nah, you were too insensitive. You threw my arm."
Well, she just kissed a guy that spit out shark parts after going inside of it. I feel like sensitivity and cleanliness just left the building.
Oh, this kid did things in this movie? I never really noticed him doing things.
He got the napalm, I think.
Oh, that's okay.
Oh, of course.
Okay, those fireworks look awful.
They do.
That's not there. That would have looked better in 60s TV.
You mentioned the music earlier. The music's actually pretty good.
It's really good. No. It's really stupid. None of that is there. And that's why they didn't show it very long. And then it's just over. I mean, like, they don't linger. They know why we're here. And oh man.
It's really well paced.
Steve, I loved everything about that.
I did too. There was not a dull moment in that whole movie.
That was so much fun.
My God.
Oh my God! Thank you so much for doing this with me again, Steve.
Yeah, of course. Is there a post-credit scene to this kind of stuff?
I don't know. I mean, let's write it out. Let's ride the Sharknado out, Steve.
Hopefully not literally like Finn.
Ride in the storm. Oh my God! They paid off the Today Show thing so well.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Like you said, they set up everything from the very beginning.
Yeah, the Super Soaker thing. I mean, like, not like it's complicated, but I mean, like, you know, we shouldn't be that impressed when things are actually cohesive. But you don't expect a thing like this to be like that.
Yeah, I mean, like, what's the last disaster film that was anywhere near this competent?
I know. I mean, you know, you can. I mean, obviously, you rely on the conceit in that what we're here to see is sharks and stuff. But I mean, like, a lot of the time it's just, okay, we have a really funny idea. but we don't work very hard to actually execute or do anything clever with it, have any fun with it. If I wrote this movie, I don't know if it would be any more fun or any more clever.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. They really capitalized on everything.
Just so many. That was Andy Dick.
Oh.
So many people playing themselves.
I was surprised. I'm really surprised by this. I hope the third one is as good.
Yeah, now you've heard people say that it's not.
Yeah, I've heard people say that they killed the joke by the second one, but I don't agree with that. So maybe they're wrong.
Oh, well, yeah. So maybe we'll love it. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe we have no standards, Steve, but I really liked this.
Hey, if having no standards means enjoying Sharknado, I am totally okay.
I mean, like, I legitimately like this. I don't mean just like, oh, I expected these to be terrible, so it subverted my expectations. And I mean, like, yes, it did all that, but I mean, like, it's fun. It's hilarious.
You don't need alcohol and drugs to enjoy this. It is just funny.
No, I don't know why I bothered.
No, yeah, you're right.
I didn't take any drugs.
I did.
Oh, did you? Okay. He intravenously put a Pez in his bloodstream.
That sounds delicious.
You just took a Pez shot straight to your bloodstream.
I haven't had a Pez in a really long time. I need to go grab some now.
Hi, my name is Steve Baxi, and I'm a Pez addict. Hi, Steve!
Pez Anonymous.
Man, so many people were paid to help make sharks destroy New York City.
I feel like New York City must have loved this. There has to be here somewhere littered with dead fish.
Oh yeah, I mean, and I love that this franchise has a hero at the center of it.
Yeah, yeah.
And that his name is Finn.
I love that it's a franchise now.
Man, and so many companies paid to be in this movie.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see why they wouldn't, just seeing how popular the first one was.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this kind of thing is always really good advertising when something's really popular. And people like to complain about product placement where, we're not trying to tell stories, we're just trying to sell things. But again, there's a parody of that kind of stuff. This is not hurting the artistic nature of the piece, Steve. We don't have to worry about the artistry of something like Sharknado. You want a lot of silly product placement in the same way that cameos in a thing like this, I think, can work. I think are welcome. Now, I'm sure some people watched this and said, they banked too much on the cameos. If they did, I didn't mind it.
Yeah, I didn't mind that, especially if you don't recognize anybody. They all play like they're necessary. No one feels completely shoehorned in.
And they don't play them, I don't think, too much like reveals where it's like somebody turns around look who it is. Yeah. I mean, if you recognize them, it plays that way. But if you don't, it's just people having fun in a stupid movie.
No sharks were harmed in the making of this film.
They said that last time. Once again, just like I say with things like this a lot, I think Roger Ebert would have watched this and called it good trash.
Yeah, I agree with you.
There is trash and then there's good trash, and I think this is one of those. I hope Asylum can find a way to keep their quality of their movies to this, because their other stuff's awful.
Yeah, it's unwatchable in some cases. Oh, there is a post-credit scene.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Is he gonna have a shawarma pizza?
Is that
what Coors Light once again? It's gonna be shark. He's gonna eat shark, Steve. Right?
It's gotta be.
He's really enjoying that.
It looks like a good pizza.
They just left it ambiguous.
I kind of like that.
Yeah, that was fun.
And now Netflix is asking me to watch Mega Shark versus Mega Shark. What? Mega Shark versus Mecha Shark.
Oh, that's awesome! My wife loved Mega Shark versus Giant Octopus. These are at the risk of making a pun, these are leagues above those.
Oh yeah, totally.
I think, and there are funny things about those, but they drag and they try too hard for character development that just isn't effective even for the kind of goofy thing they're doing.
Yeah. Did you feel like you were sitting there for an hour and a half? Like it just flew by?
It flew by. I don't know, man. That was in a certain way kind of thrilling. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, everything from the opening of the film, just I really, really enjoyed it.
Boy. Well, everybody, thanks always for listening to our commentary podcast. I can't believe the glowing reviews that Steve and I are giving these movies as we're watching them.
Yeah,
But
they deserve them.
so I don't know. I think they're super super stupid fun. Anyway, thanks again for watching, folks. Sure hope you enjoyed our blind commentary on this one. When Sharknado 3 comes to, I don't know if it's going to come to Netflix or not, but at some point we'll do it. And frankly, I'll probably end up buying these. So even if it doesn't come to Netflix, we'll do them at some point. But anyway, we sure appreciate it. I'm Captain Logan.
I'm Steve Beck.
And we'll see you next time.